This IPS is supported by appendix. Okay, you can have lots of item in the appendix, but ensure that at least you will be having these two items. Okay, one is your strategic asset allocation. So once you have objective constraints, this investment guideline is known, you can come up with a strategic asset allocation for the client. That means you will say that, okay, for this client, strategically the debt should be 40%. Or you can say that, okay, for this client strategically the equity would be 40%. Okay, you can put this, and you can say that, okay, real estate will be 10%. Okay, and let's say the venture capital investment will be 10%. Like that, you have to come up with a strategic asset allocation. Okay, please know that strategic allocation is like depending on all of these, and then you have to come up with. Typically we do not have one particular values, but what we have is we have a range of values. So you will say that, okay, debt will be between 30 to 50, equity will be between, let's say, 30 to 60. Like that way you will be giving the strategic asset allocation. Typically a range is being given. Okay, now you also have to ensure that you mention what is known as rebalancing policy. Now what is rebalancing? Okay, we will let me cover this particular concept. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so let me try to cover this concept of rebalancing. Okay, think about you have created a portfolio for a client, and you are saying that the strategic asset allocation should be, so strategic asset allocation, you have said that debt should be 40 and equity should be 60. So 60% is equity and 40% is debt. Okay, and let's say that you have invested $100 of the client. So you have invested $100 of the client. Okay, so $100 investment, how much will be in debt? Okay, so what you will have is you will have debt as 40. So this will be debt. Okay, how much will be in the equity? 60%. So in the equity you will have 60. So let's say this is on 1st Jan 2010. Okay, assume that it was on 1st Jan 2010. Okay, now what will happen typically? Okay, typically what happens is the debt returns are lower than the equity returns. Okay, assuming that in first year the debt has given 10% return. Okay, so how much the debt has given return? Let's say it has given a return of 10%. Equity has given a return, very high return. It was a great year, and equity has given a return of 25%. Okay, now what will happen over here? After 1 year, how much will be the value of debt? 10% is the return, 40 was the initial amount. Can I say that the value of the debt will be 44? Okay, how much will be the value of equity? 25% return on 60, 15 is the return, 60 plus 15 is 75. So you had invested $100. Okay, how much is this? 54911. So it is 119. So what has happened is you have given like around 19% return for the client. You have given 19% return. Okay, now let's try to find out the weight. How much is the weight of debt over here? Can I say it will be 44 by 119. How much it will be? Will it be 40% or will it be lower than 40%? Can I say it will be lower than 40%? Right? So it will be lower than 40%. So if you compute, just you can give me some numbers. Okay, so just I do not have my calculator over here. It is 0.37. So the debt is 0.37. So can I say that the equity will be 0.63? Now what you had was, you had said that equity should be 60, debt should be 60, but debt has become, equity has become 63. Okay, so what you have to do is, you have to ensure that you make the weight of equity as 63. So what you are 60, sorry. So what you will do is, you will have weight as 60. So how much if you are doing weight as 60? Can I say that roughly you will put 72 should be the value of equity. Okay, and the value of debt should be roughly 47. So what you will do is, you will sell, how much debt you will sell, or you will buy debt? So you will buy debt plus 3, you will sell equity minus 3 you will sell. Okay, and as a result what will happen is your debt has become 47 and your equity has become 72. Okay, now you can see that okay, this is 40% and this is 60%. So what you are doing is you are rebalancing the portfolio as per the strategic asset allocation. Okay, whatever the strategic asset allocation, you are rebalancing as per that. Now if you see every day the value return of debt and equity will be different, right? Now you are not doing this rebalancing every day, because if you are doing rebalancing every day, what will happen is you have to buy debt, you have to sell equity, there is a cost associated with a transaction cost, brokerage, taxes you have to pay. So what typically you have in the IPS, you will mention about the rebalancing policy. Okay, so you will say that okay, the rebalancing will be done every 6 months or rebalancing will be done every 1 year. So you will mention that when all rebalancing will be done. Okay, also what you will have is, let's say within a year. Okay, so you have said that okay, rebalancing is done every 6 months, but what happens is in such that what has happened is, let's say the equity has given a case where equity has given negative 50% return and debt has given 10% return. Okay, it is an extreme divergent, right? So you have to also give the tolerance level. Okay, you say that rebalancing will be done every 6 months. However, if at any point of time equity has fallen below 55 or equity has gone above 65, then we will rebalance, even though it is before 6 months. Is it clear? Okay, so you can put this like whenever equity has fallen less than 55 or equity has gone greater than 65, we will do rebalancing. Okay, even if 6 months has not been achieved or 6 months has not passed. Okay, so this is what you have to write it in the document, write it in the IPS. Okay, yes, it is a fund manager's responsibility to rebalance the client's portfolio. Okay, so that it is adhering to the strategic asset allocation. Is it clear? Yes, so rebalancing is aligning the portfolio to the originally agreed on the SAA. Okay, so you should align your portfolio. So rebalancing is done to align your portfolio on whatever strategic asset allocation you had decided. Okay.